Welcome, class. As we get started with the semester, I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a tour of eCampus, the way I kind of have things laid out here, and get you familiar with it so that you're ready to get going and succeed in this course. As we get started, when you log in, this is the page that you're going to come to. It should say Business 1301 NH3 or NH whatever section your course is. It'll have a little welcome message here at the beginning. On the right hand side, a link to the syllabus. And then right down here, if you ever need to find the Tegrity videos, or that's where you'll go to we'll talk about proctoring maybe a little bit, and that's where you would go to proctor your exam. Anyway, this first page, to get started, everything that you need for this course is found in the Content tab. So down here it's telling you to go to that Content tab right here to find all the stuff for this course. So over here on the Content tab, you're going to want to start where it says Start Here on the orientation, okay? And you're going to go all the way through this orientation. One of the things to do is to watch this video, which you're doing right now. It has a little bit of information about me. My name is Marshall Rich. I've been at Blinn now for, this is my 7th year. I have 2 children. One's Merrick and one's Callan, and their ages are 4 and almost 2. So 4 and 1.5, I guess. But came from Logan, Utah. That's where my hometown is, where I grew up. Lived there almost for 22 years or so before I came down here to Texas to go to A&M, and then I've been here since. Anyway, this course, as you get going, so you're going to go through this orientation and look at the syllabus. It's going to explain all the requirements of the course. It's going to tell you what you need to do to succeed, what kind of points you need to get, what's expected of you. And then as you work through the course, on this left-hand side, there's a bunch of modules, all right? So we have the orientation module. The accessibility privacy statements are within that module. The syllabus module, obviously you'll find the syllabus there. There's a proctoring module, so you are required to Tegrity record yourself, which is what I'm doing here. So you're going to do the same thing while you take your exam, and there's instructions on how to do that for taking your exams. And then you're gonna be working through these parts. So there's 6 parts. Part 1 is chapters 1 through 3. Part 2 is 4 through 5. Part 3 6 through 8. Part 4 9 and 10. Part 5 is 11 through 13, and Part 6 is 14 through 16. Each part is broken up into each chapter. So if I clicked on Part 1, you'll see there's Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3, and then the exam. And then once you work through those, you'll go ahead and you'll go to Part 2, work on Chapter 4 or 5, take the exam, and keep going. Everything in my course is set up so that you can work at your own pace. So you can go, if you wanted to complete this whole course in 4 weeks instead of 8 weeks, you could go ahead and you could do that. You could work ahead and do all the work. Now there are hard deadlines, meaning that although you can work at your own pace, I'm going to make sure that you're on track to complete by the end of the semester. So the first 2 parts will be due November 4th, and then the next 2 parts are due November 18th, and then the next 2 parts are due the last 2 weeks of the semester. So you can work ahead, but you do have to keep a minimum pace as you go. So within each chapter, you'll find the same layout here. So it's gonna tell you what the learning outcomes for the course are, or for that chapter actually. It's gonna tell you what you need to complete for that chapter, and then it's gonna tell you when you get done completing all those things, what to do next, where to go. All right, and then so down below it says read the chapter, and then review all the infographics, videos, articles, and websites. And they're all linked here. So all those videos are the videos that you need to watch. They'll all be linked here. Then the slides are here. Then it says to complete essay questions. You'll click on the essay questions. The outline is here to complete, and then the discussion. And also so for the discussions, you'll do one initial post and then 2 responses. So anytime there's a discussion, you'll have to post your initial post and then 2 responses to fellow classmates. Those are all due, like I said, everything for the unit is due on November 4th for chapters 1 through 3. And so all the discussions are due on November 4th. So you might start the discussion today, but then have to come back later because your fellow students don't start the discussion till later. Okay, so but you're still responsible, making sure you have 1 initial post and 2 responses by November 4th. And then at the bottom, in each chapter, there will be a quiz. That quiz is optional, okay? It's not required, but it's a practice quiz for you to get some practice in preparation for the unit exams in each unit. So that's kind of the way my course is laid out. You'll work through, and if you have any questions as you go, definitely email me at marshall.rich@blinn.edu. That's how you can ensure that I'll get it. And then the other thing is you can always check your progress and your grades by going to the top here, clicking progress and grades. If you have any questions, again, just give me an email and I'll be happy to help you. Thanks. Bye.